Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and tonight we will be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign.
Alright.
Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Tonight we have Sawtooth, Ballistic, Cosmo, Cameo, Fair, and Link. If we can go ahead and get a quick recap.
Please, that would be nice.
Yeah, last time we were, we still had the objective of getting to this, getting to the headmaster's office, or master's to be more specific. So we hatched a plan, mostly me and Murmur, to distract the guards. Actually, our plan ended up failing. We tried to use, Quillian's character. I'm sorry. No, not Quillian. Ballistic's character.
Icicle.
Icicle, thank you. We tried to use Icicle as a distraction. It didn't work. So Murmur took out the hand, the dead hand that they had found previously, and just like, oh my god, what is this? And that drew attention. So we all ran to the door. Ended up finding the door to going up a bunch of stairs and finding the door to Gaster's room, or maybe the stairs were after the door, but the door was super cursed. There was probably some way to deactivate the curses, but we brute forced our way through the curses and took all the damage. And then when we got through, there was a curse over the place, so most of us couldn't see what was actually going on. To me and the other weak-minded, we saw Gaster at work, just doing things, chilling. But other people who rolled high enough saw that Gaster was like dead, sort of. There was like this black goo coming out of his face, and it was Murmur who touched the black goo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Murmur's like, all right, heck it, I'm just gonna see what happens, and
Poke it.
poked it, yeah, and then that was a bad idea. They basically exploded, not quite exploded, but they were like writhing on the floor in agony, and just it was awful. They survived, and the scene returned to somewhat normal.
Yes.
If someone could fill in the blanks after this point, I don't quite remember.
Whenever you poked the goo, they started reverse screaming, for lack of a better description, where they were like screaming silence. That was causing a lot of damage. But you guys ended up down the stairs, and now you're in one of the abandoned rooms of this like area.
Yeah, to sleep, because we all needed to sleep after that.
Yeah. You guys, I'm going to just like start you like immediately after waking up from your nap for that. Before I get started though, I want to say thank you to Ravon1X for the super chat. I will be reading any other ones that pop up at the end of the stream. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Now, let's get started.
So was that a full rest?
It was a long rest, yes.
Cool.
Glorious.
Yeah, so I'm also going to say that since you guys were kind of like rushing back and in a hurry, let's stick everybody over here. He's going to go in here since he's not actually here at the moment. You guys didn't even get a chance to really look over the room because, you know, you just came back from a psychic absolute ass-kicking.
Harrowing experience.
You guys just kind of collapsed where you could to sleep. Now, if you want to investigate the area that you have ended up in, would be the time to do so.
Okay.
I'm going to say that no, you did not get a chance to dreamwalk as well because, you know, you kind of got hit with the middle of that as well, so.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna roll investigation for my surroundings.
Go ahead. Anybody can roll if they want to. If they don't think their character would, then they don't have to.
I'll look around a bit, yeah.
Oof.
Investigation.
Okay.
Wow.
So, while the
Terrible rolls all around, except for that.
Hey, I didn't get the chance to roll yet. My laptop is still restarting.
Oh god.
Glowstick did a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
They got a minus
While
one.
while you're waiting for it to restart, you can roll in the Heart of Darkness chat. I will. So got a nat 20, an 18. Okay. So for the majority of the group, you guys are kind of like half-heartedly like kicking things around, kind of like looking around. For Link and Icicle, so Glace and Icicle, you two are feeling a little more spry than the others and decide to do a little more thorough of a check.
Icy ones.
You both kind of at the same time come across what appears to be a slightly shifted panel in the wall. If you weren't looking as hard as you were, you would have missed it. But you just happened to chance your way over it. What do?
What's that?
Icicle wants to press it.
So when you press it, it just kind of closes the rest of the way, and now you can't even tell that it's there.
Well, crap.
What do you mean, well, crap?
For Glace, since you have telekinesis, you can roll Sleight of Hoof and see if you can get it open again. See if you're dexterous enough.
No.
That would definitely be a no. You can, however, alert the others to the panel's existence as well. And you can each take a turn at trying to open it, since, you know, if you couldn't open it by yourself, it's logical to believe that you would, you know, ask for help.
You guys find anything over there?
Yeah, there's this panel in the wall here that seems to do something. It was opened up a little bit, but Icicle reset it. Do you think anyone would have a good chance of setting this in and opening it up?
Check that out.
Let's take a look.
Okay, so you guys roll perception. You are looking to see if you can spot the crease.
What is the wall made of?
It is largely made of different types of wood and stone.
Okay.
It's in bad shape, too. So, both of you are able to, like, now that you know what you are looking for, spot the crease in the wall. It's almost imperceptible. But there's this slight line that would, if you weren't looking for a secret panel, for you, Cameo, you just fail it. But if you weren't looking for a secret panel, you would have thought it was part of the wall.
Oh, yeah, I see it. What do you think that's all about?
I can get it open. Pulls out battle axe.
Whoa, hold up.
You can
You might wanna
roll
let
to
me-
hit fair.
Well, what you got, Sawtooth? What you got? That's better than a great axe.
Here, I have like the whole thieves kit and everything, right? So that's gotta help. Here.
So you would... Good job, Sawtooth. So
Alrighty
pulling out
then.
your thieves' kit, you pull out a little pry bar and pop the thing open as if it was nothing. And
I guess a
inside
crowbar's better than a battle axe.
is a...
Yeah.
It is a slightly recessed area, and what appears to be the skeleton of a griffin. Clutched
Oh,
in
God.
its claw is what appears to be a black crystal of some sort. It looks like somebody took a large chunk of obsidian, smashed it, and then grabbed what was left.
That's a corpse.
Corpse. What's the corpse holding?
Something cursed. Don't touch it.
I'm gonna touch it.
No.
Yeah, well, if it's powerful.
You're touching it, Fair?
I'm going to pick it up with telekinesis.
Oh, it was nice knowing you. Oh, okay. Telekinesis. That's different.
Go ahead. So telekinesis is treated as an innate ability, which is basically the same thing as, reaching out and touching it with your mind. So go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Unless you are using the telekinesis spell.
We find a corpse holding a cursed object, and the first thing you do is mess with it. I can't believe you.
How do you know it's cursed? You assumed it's cursed.
I mean, we should figure out what it is.
Maybe you should let the DM speak. So for Fair, well, for everybody else first, all you see is like Fair's character from my brain, Summer Flare. There we go. That's who I'm talking about. You see Summer Flare float the crystal up, and they get it out of the cubby before they just kind of stop and just stand there holding it. And for those of you close enough to him, he's got black eyes now. Like, not just like, his eyes are dark colored. They're just black orbs. For Fair, the world around you just kind of melts away.
Oh, God.
And you are now looking through the eyes of what appears to be a griffin. The griffin is currently running full tilt down the spiral staircase that you had come from previously, as the same black ooze that was just kind of like attached to Gaster seems to almost be pursuing him. You can see Gaster. You can just glimpse him from the griffin's point of view inside the study, locked in combat with whatever it is. And as the griffin turns, he trips and falls down the stairs. You feel a sharp pain and hear a loud crack as something gives in his back leg. He then continues limping as sounds of magical things happening and wet squishing noises ensue from the stairwell. He pulls out the same shard that you gripped to start this vision and gasps out something about the tear and stopping it, and the Silent King. And with that, he slides himself into the room and pries open the panel that you guys found him in, and tries to close it, but can't quite get it all the way because he's closing it from the inside, and just kind of slumps against the wall, and everything goes black. And as it does, you do hear almost what sounds like a lullaby. You can't make out the words, but you can tell from the haunting tune that it's not exactly a friendly one. It leaves you with a chill as your vision returns.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I told you not to touch it. What happened?
I saw some things.
What kind of things?
The griffin, I think his last moments, something about a tear, stopping it, Silent King, and a weird lullaby. Ugh.
Silent King. That's familiar. That's what we're here to stop, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so anyway.
What about the tear, though? Like,
don't know.
Someone was crying?
I don't know, Griffin just pulled out this crystal thing and was mumbling something about a tear.
Can I investigate the corpse?
Go ahead. So, looking over the corpse, there's not really much left of it. It's a lot of bones. You do note that there is a fracture. It wasn't quite a clean break. It's what's known as I believe it's like green branch or something like that. Basically, if you think of like a green tree branch where like you try to bend it and break it, it doesn't quite do it, but it does spread out a bunch of like shards essentially.
Splintered, yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened to his leg.
Dang.
The best guess that you would be able to warrant as to what actually killed him would be that because of the area that it's in, it could have shredded something important and he bled to death in his sleep. But other than that, you don't really have much left here to actually gauge what happened.
What did Farrah do with the crystal after the vision?
He's still holding it.
Still
Unless he
holding
put
it.
it down.
Well, I'm thinking about putting it in my bag. Let's save it for later whenever I'm feeling that frisky vision, you know.
I
Vision
want to
magic.
see this. I want to see this for myself.
Go for it. Don't know if it'll work, but take it.
Okay. I reach out and touch the crystal.
So you receive the same vision. The battle with Gaster and the Black Ooze, the painful breaking of the griffin's leg, the mumbled message, and his death.
Okay. Ugh. You're right. That lullaby was. Ugh.
Yeah, kind of gotta hear it to understand. Anybody else want to?
No, I think I'm good.
Oh, well, offer still stands.
Icicle excitedly raises his hand. I do.
Oh,
So-
here.
So Gaster was fighting that thing and must have lost against it.
I think they both lost. If that's the case.
Oh, no, the goo stuff is very much still working, whatever it's supposed to be.
I would point out that you are currently in a place with access to a library, so you can attempt to see if you can possibly do some research. See if
Okay.
you can uncover some new leads.
Also, wait a second. We saw Gaster in that weird thing that happened. What was that all about if Gaster was dead the whole time? Or this must have been recent? How old does the corpse
Gaster's
look?
weird.
This could have been the start of the Dread Realm.
What do you mean?
Well, that blackness is feeding off of misery. It must have been replaying that whole piece of shit thing that we saw before. Constantly making him live it over and over and over. But only after it managed to get your friend in its clutch. At least that's my idea, anyway.
Huh.
There's a library here, isn't there? Why don't we go read?
Yeah, that might be. That's probably a good idea. What? How long has this place been like this?
Okay. So you guys are going to attempt to get to the library and find out more information, correct?
Yes.
So,
At least that's what I want to
Yeah.
do. About everybody else.
as you guys head back through, there aren't any guards anymore, and none of the scholars seem to even acknowledge your existence anymore. In fact, a couple of them basically step on you on their way through, as if you didn't exist to them.
Oh. Something has changed here. You trigger something with that whole, whatever happened?
Come on.
Speaking of which, are you feeling any better, Murmur?
I just simply shake my head.
I'm sorry. One hell of a night, huh?
You can say that again.
I need to put my notifications on silent before I get copyright struck for.
So we're on our way to the library, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay. Can I try to ask one of the students what's going on?
Any time that you tried to interact with them, they act as if nothing happened. They don't speak to you, they don't acknowledge you, they don't even act like you're filling the space that you're filling.
Try stabbing one.
I have a feeling that would be a bad idea, and that's coming from me.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but be my guest.
Let's save the stabbing for a little bit. Let's figure out what's going on first and then stab.
You also, while you guys are moving through towards the library, note that the place looks a bit more run down than you remember it being.
Well, that's not concerning.
Is there a time loop curse that we broke? Or something? Well,
I doubt we broke it. I just think we've accessed a different one at this point.
true. This is really unsettling.
So, you guys are in the library. The library does have quite a few intact books, but it's going to take you some searching to actually find the ones that you're looking for.
I'll go ahead and roll to find a. Will I roll investigation or just?
It would be investigation because you're looking for something specific, not just looking to see there are books in this room.
There are books, yes.
Yeah, investigation is when you're looking for something specific, and perception would be, is there anything in this room? Okay. Waiting for... Okay. Ballistic, are you also investigating?
No.
Okay. So, for the majority of you, you don't really find much. Cosmo, you do find what appears to be like a children's book of some sort. It's in disrepair and mentions like the Silent King once, but nothing really substantial. Kind of like talking about him like a boogeyman.
Can you repeat that? I lost Wi-Fi for a second.
You didn't find anything, Sawtooth.
Oh, okay.
For Link, however, you find a book kind of shoved into a corner between a shelf and the wall. It's in very bad shape, but it appears to be somebody's journal that was hidden there. Do you wish to read it?
Yep.
So, for the most part, you don't get a name, because there aren't really... It doesn't seem as if they were expecting to, lose this. But you do get that they were a survivor that had been thrown over the wall for, the usual bullshit reasons. Something, doing magic they weren't supposed to, and it turned out they were just political rivals of somebody else and got yeeted off the wall into the mist. So, as they continue their story, though, things get a bit more interesting. As they talk about their travels, they mention that the Dread Realms seem to be like traps built around specific individuals. It does note that they can't seem to find a rhyme or reason. They've been to 3 different ones so far, and not a single one of them makes sense. it did mention that upon getting to Gaster's realm, that it seemed a lot bigger and a lot more like ironclad compared to some of the other ones where the what the author tries to identify as possible dreadlords were kind of moving around and everything. They note that they didn't see Gaster at first, like at all, and so they started they stayed for a while. They started investigating, and then they ran into the same kind of dead end that you guys initially ran into, where the scholars wouldn't let them through. And so he then goes on saying that for several days he watches the loop, says that it normally repeats about every week, and it always seems to be the same thing. School gets attacked, everybody goes and stares at each other, followed by a siege level operation, and the entire time Gaster is desperately trying to stop what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
The author also speculates it might have something to do with past traumas or something. It's the only thing that makes sense. He then speculates that if he can get to Gaster, he might be able to do something. He's not sure what yet, but it's better than just sitting here waiting for, to get caught outside or something like that whenever something happens, or, get crushed by falling debris. He notes that he manages to sneak past the guards and into the Forbidden Wing, and says that it just kind of starts to crumble for him when it comes to the world. Everything seems to be in much worse disrepair, and he does say that he will update the journal whenever he manages to get out. The next entry is a lot more panic scrawl, and he says that he found a tear of the Silent King, and that's basically all that's on that page, along with several blood splatters. There does seem to be another written on page afterwards, though.
Sure, I'll take a look at it. Or attempt to, yeah.
Give me just a second. Where is the one I was... This one. Let's see. Is this one of the ones I've used already? Hold on just a sec. I am going to add something for you to look at.
Where?
Hold on just a sec, I'm doing a thing. Do I have them saved?
I heard something.
Okay, I guess we're just recycling pages. I am trying to remember how to let you see it. No, that's not it. Stop that. Now it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Yes, Roquini, I hate you too.
It loves to be difficult for you.
Oh, yeah. Maybe a bit of a challenge.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll show it to everyone. So
Oh, damn.
you
That's
that's what you see. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, the
Great.
final page.
Shit.
that's horrifying.
That is horrifying. Wisdom saving throw.
Go ahead and open it again. Is
I
it in
think
there?
it's just me who needs to do it. Cosmo.
Mm.
That one open again. But yes, that is what you see. You managed to stave off the effects of the page this time.
Mhm.
Cosmo, you were not the one looking at the page. I was just tired of fighting
Oh.
Roll 20.
Oh, sorry.
Roll 20 was trying to be persnickety about it, so I said, screw it.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do now? You can feel the wrongness coming from that particular page.
Okay. I'm going to flip towards the front of the journal
Okay.
real quick, so I'm not showing everyone else the last page. And guys, I think I might have found something over here.
Yeah, did you find a book? I found a book.
There are books here?
Yes, it seems like a journal from an outsider like us was thrown over the wall and ended up in this dread realm.
Give me that.
Okay, do not look at that last page though, but
So I can read it as well, right?
Yeah, you can read the book. Same information. Do you heed the warning not to look at the last page?
I will warn you, the last page had a similar effect to the letter that Wynn got with all those notes in it, so I would not look at that if I were you.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll definitely avoid those. Do you think this might be that Griffin?
Pages.
Or do you think this might be the Griffin's journal? Because he mentioned the tier, the same one that I saw in the vision. Or that they talked about in the vision.
It sounds like similar ranting, and if so, then would that make that crystal a tier of the king? Or the Silent King?
If that's the case, then this thing just got a lot more valuable.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the crystal itself.
I'm a little concerned now because it seemed to drive him crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And he... Huh. But I think so. Maybe this Silent King fella cries crystals somehow.
Stranger things have happened to us, Saltings.
Actually, that does sound familiar. Wasn't... I still remember something about souls tears being...
So, I'm gonna ask Cameo. Cameo, you said you thought something else about it. What did you think?
I don't think the crystal was it. I think the tear was whatever the hell the black thing was that managed to get your friend Gaster.
That could be, but in that case, what's the crystal?
Kind of.
Crystal could have just been a
Memory
message
shard?
saver.
A memory saver. Because it did replay the last moments. I'm not familiar with this technology, or whatever.
Technology,
spell.
magic, who cares?
This wizardry.
Well, then if you think that the black goo is the tier, does that mean that the tier is enveloping Gaster?
Mm-hmm. Especially given the whole Silent King angle and what happens when you touch it, the silencing screaming.
But then how does one get rid of the tier? Because it said something about, like, the memory said something about destroying the tier or stopping it or something.
He probably doesn't know how, and neither do I, but it's probably the best and only way to get out of this situation.
Probably, yeah.
So, I'm gonna make a bit of a suggestion. What do you like? We're gonna step aside from the fact that it's probably special in some way, but it's some sort of slime, ooze, pudding, jelly. They've got dozens of different names. You even got molds, but what is something that you could do that could possibly help you right now?
Fire? Old doesn't like fire.
Well, you're on the right track, maybe not the best solution.
There has to be
Holy water.
What were you saying, Murmur?
just give me a moment. I'll be back.
Okay.
What do you mean you'll be back? Where are you going?
Somewhere. Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
That's
Okay.
not concerning.
Should someone go check on them to make sure they're okay?
I feel like you, if anyone, probably would be the best fit.
I agree with that motion.
Okay. I'll do that then. I'll be back. So I head off in the direction that Murmur went.
Okay.
When I catch up, I say, is something wrong?
For some reason, something about this is just off.
Yeah, I feel ya. But do you mean anything in particular? Because I felt off since we got in this godforsaken place.
More along the lines of it being a slime. I've personally never actually fought one of them, but I've heard some weird-ass things about them.
Slime creatures?
Mm-hmm.
I heard about one that almost ruined the Grand Galloping Gala once, but that's all I know about him.
The what?
Oh, it's an event that Ponies holds in Canterlot.
For reference, Cameo, your character doesn't even know about Canterlot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I just gave Sawtooth a look, and it was just like, okay, I'm just gonna let that slide. Listen, slimes are mushy creatures, and I'm pretty sure maybe there'll be a way to deal with it through some type of potion or something.
Well, none of us know how to make potions. You're the only one who's good at that.
There are books. Pretty sure we can find ones on potions, acids, various things like that. Hell, depending on the acid, we'll be able to destroy way more than just the slime.
Oh, not sure how I feel about that, but yeah, I'd love to help.
All right, let's look for potions and books on acids and stuff. That should at least come in handy.
Should I relay that to everyone so we have as many eyes as possible working on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Fingers crossed. I mean, hooves crossed.
Yeah. I stop for a moment and shake my head. The fuck is a counter lock?
Alright, so I head back to the others and I say, Murmur thinks that the gears or whatever the slime is can be defeated with the right potion, and that we might be able to find the recipe or something along the lines in here in the school, like in the library or something. So we're gonna need everyone's eyes if we're gonna find the book or the spell, the potion, whatever it is.
Find a
How's
book. Another book.
I might look at it from a spell angle. I've
What?
been meaning to do that anyways.
What was that, Summer?
With more books.
Yeah, knowledge is power.
You know, I'm starting to learn that.
Back to the library then, I suppose. Are we? Wait, we're still in the library, right? Back to the books?
Back to the books.
Back to the
Let's
books.
hit the books.
So everybody roll investigation.
Time to hit the books.
I am also going to investigate for possible spell books.
Yeah, that's the angle I'm kind of taking this from this time.
Another bad subject.
Oof. That's an
Yep.
oof.
That's a big oof.
See, that's why we have lots of people working on this.
I
Give me
can't
just a
read.
You have lost all ability to read.
Hey, it's okay. I was there once, but you can learn.
I think
You
most
somehow
people-
learn less about potions. No.
I just keep finding random books. This book is useless. I don't want to learn how to plant flowers.
This one's just called Go Spot Go. What the heck?
Okay.
Can I read that one?
Everybody else? Yeah, no. You didn't find shit. However,
Modern tactics on sword
Damn it.
fighting a ghost. This is not useful information.
It might be useful. later.
however, for Cameo, Murmur actually ends up finding a book that it has a variety of different potions. Some of them have ingredients so like far removed from something you think you would ever see. It's like you've never even seen a bugbear before, let alone a manticore. But one of them does say something about smooth repellent, which the description says something about repelling slimes, oozes, jellies, puddings, molds, and any other amorphous masses. However, it does require a few ingredients that you are not currently carrying, which will also entail you trying to rob the area of anything that might be of use.
What does it require?
I mean, what?
So,
Alright, DM.
the first thing that it requires is a simple acid potion. The next thing is a griffin's claw, the tear of a changeling, and the caster then has to spend 4 hours chanting a enchantment that is inscribed into the book. There is a note, however, that says that it is a potentially volatile potion, and anything that interferes with it could cause it to explode violently.
Oh.
A further note, written in a much sloppier handwriting, denotes that the burns are a lot more aggressive to fleshy bits than it expected when it explodes. However, it does note that completed potions do not seem to affect anything other than the amorphous creatures noted, but does mention that it is possible that certain types of slimes, oozes, jellies, and it lists every possible name before saying may be resistant to it due to unholy natures and things like that. And suggests a variety of different extra additives that might cause it to react differently. One of which is holy water.
Well, I can make holy water.
Okay. So,
Oh wait, do we all know this now, or just Murmur?
Murmur is the one that currently knows it.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
just waiting for somebody to punch Sawtooth in the face for the changeless tear.
I was thinking, like, how
Remember,
can we get
there's
a changeling tier?
No, we don't want a changeling yet. Murmur's
Hey.
the only.
Hey,
There
no,
are
can you
two
come over
people
here real quick?
that do.
Wait, who else knows?
All right.
Murmur? Duh, Summer.
Duh.
You know,
Not the person that you went on an adventure with.
Oh no!
That's
Summer's
why I
gonna find
mentioned that you should be the one to go talk with her.
Yeah. Turns out I've been a changeling all along. Okay.
suspiciously drops battle axe on changeling toes. Or hooves or whatever.
Whistles, look in the other direction.
Oh, there's your Pegasus tears. Wait, I thought it called for changeling tears. I can't give you those.
I can't give you those. But this tier's gonna work.
I can't find anything here. This place is useless.
I keep finding books on plants.
Oh, give me those. But we don't have to be looking for much longer. I still want those plant books, though.
Did you find something?
It's just books
Oh,
on what's
yeah.
in season. What a...
Oh yeah, I found something.
What'd you find out?
4 different books of varying plant descriptions, from planting plants to tending them to harvesting them, and one about various random unknown plants. Strangely enough, the title says unknown plants, but it categorizes the plants, so they're
I
not.
don't know why I thought I'd find anything else in the plant section.
What did you find?
I
I
just stare
found
at the book
plant
of
books.
unknown plants.
I found plant books in the plant section. What do you expect?
Okay.
I'm at the soups. I'm at soup.
I expected an astronomy book, to be honest.
What do you mean you're at soup?
I said I'm.
I take
Okay.
a look and read over it. This is exactly what we were looking for. Good find. Oh shoot. Do we have all those ingredients though?
Does it look like I cry?
We can make you cry.
No, we won't.
Do you really want to try that?
I think
Not
anyone
really, but we don't have much of a choice, do we?
anyone who tries to make Murmur cry will end up the one crying by the time that interaction's done. So
I would like to see that, but not now.
wait, does anyone have any onions we could start cutting?
You think onions work?
I mean, I heard it does for ponies. I've never experienced it though. Maybe.
It's like a blade or a hoof. I know that would make most ponies cry.
Let's see. A griffin claw, this says? Would it be disrespectful to use that griffin's claw?
Maybe
I
Forget
don't think
about
so.
disrespect. Right now, we
I don't think it's disrespectful.
What was that?
Plucks claw off.
You guys aren't even over there right now.
I know, but I had to say it.
You had 3 claws on hand already.
So what were the ingredients again?
we
They are
need
in the
a
chat.
Simple acid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. A simple acid, which I carry around. 1 griffin claw. Tear of a
Just-
changeling.
Carry around acid.
Yes.
Oh, is that like the one that I accidentally broke?
No, the one you accidentally broke was 1,000 times stronger.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, we do have a claw here.
Well, we can get a claw.
And
We have to go back to
I
the other
said-
room to get it. We can get one.
I suggest we get some holy water, though.
I can whip you up some holy water, no problem.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect. Yeah, I feel like this would definitely count as unholy. If anything does, it'd be that.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna go get the claw. I'll be back.
Okay.
I will take out of my flask some water and begin to bless it.
Well, you
Go
have the
ahead
aspect.
and roll a religion.
Religion.
Roll at a disadvantage, by the way.
Oof!
Oof. Did you know that to say egg in French, you say oof?
Hey,
Okay.
Bless you.
So, you, from what you can tell, are able to bless the water. It seems, though, that something is trying to interfere actively in your contacting of your deity.
Okay.
Okay, so now all we need is the tear of a changeling. You're gonna have to cry, Murmur. I don't know how else to put this.
I just look at Saw like, I have
Wilbur is also looking at Sawtooth.
one simple thing I could really do that will get us the changing tier. We both know it too.
I look around a bit nervously at everyone else in the room, and I say, I don't know what you're talking about, but let's hurry up and just do what we have to do. Does anyone have an onion?
Let me check my bag real quick. Nope, no onion. I got an apple though.
I wish I could summon onion, but I don't.
Summon onion.
Summon the onion.
I don't think that's quite in my powers.
I mean, I could cry. I do it a lot, but like, it doesn't say anything about Pegasus tears.
Well, the only other changeling in the room doesn't want to give any tears, so Pegasus
not
tear
that
might
I
have to
can't-
work.
It's not that I don't want to give. I literally can't. It's really hard for me to cry. That's like a genuine thing.
How hard? On a scale of 1 to 10.
12? The last
Oh.
time I cried, I was a grub.
Oh. Time machine and go back in time to the time that Murmur cried and okay, fine, we'll make do with a Pegasus tear. Someone like hit me or something. I don't know.
Icicle hits him.
Oh. I don't know if
Nowhere.
Start mocking you and call you
Question
no.
for
over and over
ballistic,
again.
where do you hit?
The head.
hey,
Roll to hit. You have to hit a certain threshold in order to make him cry, because people don't just cry at the drop of a hat like that.
oh,
So
please don't. Not too hard.
you don't even hit Sawtooth.
Icicle trips over themselves.
Ah, come on, do I have to do everything here?
Can we please?
So, someone raises a hoof. It's like, any takers? No?
Stop! 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 Dreamwalker, get over here! We need to talk! I angrily stop out a bit.
I follow.
I don't know why she keeps leaving the room.
He's a very secretive person.
What's up?
It's enough,
That's
Dreamwalker.
vicious.
Wait, Murmur knows about that? Oh wait, yeah.
I know you've been in my dreams before.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck you've done, but I've known you can make me super uncomfortable.
I don't try, but get to know.
Listen, it's just a thing you do, alright?
I know.
I need you to go into my dreams. I'm gonna knock myself out. It's really not that hard. I'm exhausted from everyone's bullshit. And I need you to go into my dreams and And I need you to find a very specific changeling.
Which changeling am I looking for?
She's blue and has ladybug wings. Trust me, you'd be able to see her.
I
You
will
just need to
also
look far enough until you do.
I will also note it has to be a natural sleep for you to be able to interact. Unconsciousness is not sleep, and sleep induced by magic or chemicals will not induce the dreams that you can walk in. If they induce dreams, they are something that is unrelated to what you can enter. It's actually something that I put in place to prevent, we need information! Quick! Sleep spell!
That's fair.
Actually,
I explained to her that I can't at this moment. That's not how it works. But tonight, I can do that. If we can afford to wait.
All right. We'll let the others know.
Hold on just a sec. Hold on, there's background things happening. One moment.
so I got the claw. It was a little harder to get off than I thought it would be, but just in case I grabbed two.
What are you gonna do with the other one? Or are we making a double dose?
I don't know.
It's always good to double the recipe. It goes twice as far,
No, it is Gaster talking.
Or not. It's the goo that killed Gaster, so...
How do you know he's dead?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I don't think he's
I
dead.
like how everybody is trying to assume the skeleton with no pulse is dead because there's goo. How are you going to check if he's alive if you just can't move?
Oh!
I told you, it was all pervading his body. So it's...
Well, out of character, that makes a lot of sense, but in character, Satu still has no idea.
Alrighty then.
Give me just a sec.
Break is brought to you by water.
Yeah.
Water.
Hydrate
It
or
falls from the sky.
dihydrate.
It accumulates in clouds. It fills our oceans. And most importantly, it should fill you.
Anyways,
And fun fact, human bodies running up are water.
go ahead. You guys have gotten the simple acid, the Griffin Claw. As far as you can tell, holy water. And is there anything else you guys would like to look at? Anything like that? Excuse me. Before we start the dream sequence.
All we
I'm
need
leaving
left is
over
the
the...
two.
I'm reading over the enchantment, because that shit's gonna be a pain in the ass to do. Fucking 4
I can
hours.
read it over if you want.
Can anyone do it?
The person that does it needs to be a caster, and I will note as a artificer, this is kind of just like up her alley. So, because she's an alchemist artificer, so
Yeah,
she's,
that couldn't get any more perfect than that.
I go back to the group and tell everybody that I got the changeling tier. Just, is this gonna have to wait?
And you had to go into the other room to figure that out.
I will note that you will have to have somebody else collect the tier.
I'll probably have Frostbite. I'll probably ask Frostbite later to do that.
Who's Frostbite?
I mean, the other
It
name.
is confusing, because there's one that's named Glace and there's one that's named Icicle. They're both ice-based, so...
One of the icy bubbles.
Yeah, but Frostbite is so far removed from either of those.
Yeah. I kind of understood where you were coming from, but you were just wrong.
The paladin, my paladin for Sid.
So, icicle?
Yes, icicle.
Okay.
Or sawtooth.
Alright, well,
I don't know if Murmur wants sawtooth, but
ooh, I wouldn't trust a Kelpie with gathering a tier. What if it becomes part of them?
oh, that is a good point.
I mean,
So then there's two other options.
I could. Oh, would we have to lose sleep in order to do that? Not get a full night?
Hey, Sawtooth.
Yeah.
I want to point out that you just had a long rest, so losing a little sleep and just getting a short rest is not going to hurt you.
Okay, I'll do it then.
I look at
Tea? Nice.
Murmur to see if she is okay with it.
I simply nod.
I pull Sawtooth to the site and explain to them what's going to happen and what their role is and what's going to happen.
So, wait, you're just gonna go into their mind and emotionally manipulate them? That's what we're doing here?
That's a lot of strong words that I don't want thrown around, so...
Honest...
I
honestly,
mean,
just
there
be a
was
dis-
another suggestion made that you don't know about that I don't think you want.
Oh. Okay. Well, if that's what we gotta do, I think that's... Alright, I can do that.
Quick thing, how do you spell Glace?
Glace, right?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
I was trying to spell it like glacier with the I next to the A.
Oh, that'd be a...
Glaice.
No.
It is just
No, I think the I in Glacier comes after the C anyway.
Yeah, I can't spell.
Yeah, it does come after the C.
It's okay. I failed the spelling bee because I forgot the H in exhaustion.
Should... Hopefully... You guys should see nameplates on characters.
Nameplates?
Look at Glace and Icicle. Hit the wrong button with Fairs.
I don't see anything.
No?
Oh wow. There's one for me for Sawtooth Ways.
Okay, so I see it seems to only affect the person that it's... Hold on. Let me check a setting.
I see one for me.
Because I turned them on for everybody.
But only for themselves.
Yeah,
So far.
apparently I can't... I do not see a way to enable it so that you can all see each other's names. So, just try not to
memorize.
forget. I mean, they are your party, so.
Got Haze, Glace, Icicle, Murmur, Sawtooth, Summer, and Win. Let's go! I got it!
Yo,
High five!
Anyways, we are going to go ahead and do a bit of a short time skip for, it is now time for the sleep. Let's see.
But not for me. Womp womp.
And we're... Okay. So I will note that just because you have a mission doesn't mean you can't look around.
Right.
Also, before I get started, I do want to say thank you to Rayvon, who is currently leaving. He's got a military HQ meeting
Oh,
to
wow.
go to. Thank you for your service, and thank you for the $35 of donations.
Wow. Good luck.
Wish you the best.
Anyways, back to what we were doing for Haze. So, like I said, you can go ahead and do more than just stepping into murmurs. As usual, well, this time either murmur or the black orb will be the last, depending on which one you decide to try and infiltrate.
I'll probably do Murmur, just so I can do all my main focusing there.
Cameo, did you have anything you wanted to communicate to Haze before you went to sleep? I will say that
Two things.
you do have privacy for it.
Alright. Two things you gotta know. One. If you look through the wrong shit, you're gonna die. This isn't even like a joke. My mind is a very violent place.
This I know.
So, yeah. Don't just do stupid shit in there.
I try to avoid doing stupid shit while I'm in other people's minds.
Then why the fuck every time you go into mines, I get weirded the hell out?
Wait. I have a quick question, Haze.
Yes.
Have you been digging around my mind too?
Do you want to know?
Well, I asked the question.
Here and there.
Okay. Let's just focus on the mission.
I find it amusing how people are generally okay with the idea of Luna doing it, but somebody else does it and it's suddenly not okay.
Oh, I've always had a problem with Luna doing it.
I guess
Yeah,
it's because
it's weird for Luna too.
I guess it's because Luna's a princess or something. Oh, so that makes me feel like what will have happened during the time that she was banished or something.
I've been wanting to make a video about that. Is that an opt-in thing, or do ponies just randomly have their monarch snooping around their heads without permission?
A lot of the time they don't remember.
A bit of a side
The
tangent.
issue is... Okay, sorry, wait. Right before the side tangent ends. The issue is I remember my fucking dreams, and if I actually ever meet Luna in my fucking dreams, there's gonna be an issue. In IRL, if I was in the My Little Ponyverse, there would be an issue.
I am going to say that she doesn't seem to just poke in everybody's dream. It's to try and calm turmoil.
Mhm.
You're acting as if that changes anything I just said.
I'm not
You
saying
know-
that it really does, but it does kind of make it a little better than let me poke into every single dream I can find.
It makes it less bad. That's what it is.
It's less of a snoop and more of a stewardess.
Hmm.
And who knows? Now, like with the experiences that you have, it's not fine. But if it's something that you grew up with, then it's just a normal.
True.
So
Yeah.
Sawtooth would make sense to have reservations because, the whole lich thing, cold logic. You have things you don't want to share with everybody, but like before that, Sawtooth may have been more along the lines of, okay, this is fine. I was having nightmare anyway. Nightmare is not nightmare anymore, so I'm good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it is a perspective of society as well. Like they're raised in a different kind of world. So anyway, side tangent over.
That was interesting. Thank you.
What's up?
That was interesting, though. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So, same bubbles as usual. I will note that if you, once again, just in case you forgot, you step into a fellow Dreamwalker's dream, they have just as much control as, well, they'd have more control than you, and they may or may not be too pleased with it if they realize you are there. As for everybody else, have fun. Pooh Brain does not dream, by the way, so there's nothing for you to walk in there.
So, and I'm staying awake for the time being. So, is that accurate? Okay, so you can't really
Yes.
walk. All right.
Nope.
Until the dreamwalking sequence is over, which he fucking Murmur's the last one, right? That's the one that you were planning to do last.
Yeah.
Okay, so Murmur being the last dream, you're gonna be getting the tear, and then Haze will be coming out of the dreamwalking sequence.
Yep.
So, who you gonna visit first?
Is there any ones I haven't been through? Like, should I get a better read of this place?
Fairs. This is the first time Fair has been here for a dreamwalking sequence, so Summer Flare has not had to endure it yet.
I'll go for Summer Spring.
Indeed.
Because I want to know how he ticks and why he is.
You're in for a treat.
How he be what he do.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Do you want peaceful music or tumultuous music? Fair.
Give me a second, I gotta think.
Have we got a show for you?
Veggie
We can go tumultuous.
Okay. We will go with. Ooh, maybe this one. Is this one good?
Yeah, that's good. I think it might have even been the one that was actually used.
Alright, what shit do I walk into?
You walk into a hellscape.
Alright.
I think
There
you need
is
to
a
do music.
volcano in the distance, spewing volcanic ash. And in front of Summerflare, you can see a sea of Kirin that are in Nyric form. At the head of all of them, seemingly leading them, is what you think is an alicorn figure, but it is completely engulfed in fire. You see a glorious battle take place, and then the alicorn is felt. That's all you see is just the battle.
Okay.
Insert doom music here.
Hey, there are a few details I will mention. You see that Summer Flare is... He is on fire all the time.
Okay.
And is actually flying
With wings.
with wings.
Feathered wings. Oddly enough, they are very color clashing because they are a pure white.
Yeah.
I kind of just tilt my head and kind of like, what the fuck? I'll go ahead and try to manipulate the dream just a little bit.
And what are you going to try and do before you do it?
I want to try to make it the same landscape, just less hellish.
You may also want to observe the person's like state, or if they are like how they are acting. Because remember, not everybody's nightmare is somebody else. Some people's nightmare is another person's good dream.
That's fair.
So
how does Summer look? Like, how do
He is into it. He is so into it. He is yelling, screaming, throwing his sword all over the place, you know? It's a good time for him.
Alright then.
You know, you can see at some points where he's just standing in lava, you know, actively on fire,
What?
breathing fire.
What the hell?
what you're seeing is essentially a barbarian reveling in the
Hello?
throes of battle.
Can you hear us? Yeah, he disconnected.
There we go.
Yeah. What I just said was you are essentially seeing a barbarian in the throes of battle. Bloodlust running high and like the crash of weapons against weapons, shit like that. This is like basically think the Rainbow Dash dream from that one episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not a nightmare. This is a dream of a past memory. And one that he enjoys. I will
Well,
note
blood for the blood
for
god.
I will note for some further details, the Alicorn figure is absolutely gargantuan compared to anything pony-like you have ever seen,
Alright.
dwarfing even what you know of Luna. And the flames on its back and tail, down its wings, basically making up its wings, are a deep hue of purple. It's also wearing alicorn-like regalia. Question fair, is the rest of the party there?
Yeah, they're there.
So you also see Sawtooth and a number of other ponies and other creatures that you don't recognize. Sawtooth doesn't quite look how you remember him, though. You only recognize him off of, general pony aesthetic and the mane and coat colors matching, as well as Kitty Mark. But he looks a lot more decayed, gaunt, skeletal. He's casting spells of incredible power, and his eyes glow with a greenish fell light. The rest seem to be wielding equal amounts of power. Some of them are casting spells, others are darting in and out of the fray at almost a speed you can't follow with your eyes.
Well, I think Summer's head is an action movie.
The fact that that's accurate.
I think I'm just going to sidestep out.
Walks into the barbarian stream, sees the carnage. Like, okay, I'm just gonna step out.
I've seen enough heresy here.
I've seen it.
So, who do you visit next?
I will clear my head, and so I can go into Murmur Stream.
Okay. So, I am going to go ahead and let Cameo describe whatever Cameo is going to describe, but for the purposes of finding specific information, you are going to need to basically, for lack of a better term, turn off the dream. You will do so at advantage because the intention is to help you with it. Even the entity that you have run into is not necessarily planning to intervene on that, so I will describe everything once the dream is over. That way I'm not just superseding whatever Cameo had planned.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's going to be like trying to find something very specific in the entirely wrong room. If that makes sense. It's like, I'm going into this room full of onions looking for an egg. So, yeah.
Alright.
Can I get some dramatic music?
Dramatic music coming right up. Are we looking for dramatic battle type music or just dramatic kind of spooky theme?
Battle type.
Okay. We good with sort of like a sadder undertone?
Yeah, that's perfect, actually.
Oh, it layered them over each other.
When you come into my dream, all for a moment you see is just a very misty place. It's kind of unclear where you are. This wasn't the cave you were in before or anything like that, but in a strange sense it feels very familiar.
Okay.
In the distance you hear marching, and there's a lot of it going on, but you can't see anything. That is until you see 3 young foals. A unicorn, a pegasus, and an earth pony.
Alright.
The unicorn of the group has a bone hand wrapped around their tail, and all 3 of them are marching forward. It's obvious that they're super nervous and they just have no idea what to do. But they're moving ahead anyway.
I
As
do
they-
follow.
Go ahead, Cameo.
Yeah, as you follow them, the mist begins to clear, and snow begins to fall. You hear battle noise, and all 3 of them stop and look at each other. Alright, we're finally gonna do this. We're gonna be the changelings we're supposed to be. At that point, they all jump in the air, and when they land, they all reveal their changeling forms. It was obvious who was Murmur, but you see something is up with the hand. The hand becomes a spider, and it crawls up onto Murmur's neck.
Ugh.
And just as the other 2 run, it bites Murmur's neck, causing Murmur to fall down. The other 2 run ahead and disappear into the snowiness, and Murmur is stuck paralyzed onto the floor.
Okay, I believe Is that the point that you were intending for intervention? Cameo?
Yep.
Okay.
I will go to Murmur and ask her what is going on here.
I will say she did just say she was paralyzed, so you're probably not
Okay.
going to answer.
I want to change.
So you're going to change it? We'll go ahead, roll a wisdom, just a wisdom check. And you roll it at advantage.
Oh, well, I did.
Just roll it again. That is a wisdom save, by the way.
Oh.
Wisdom
My
save
bad.
means something is affecting you, not you are trying to affect something else. So just go ahead and re-roll it at advantage as a check.
Saving throws. I only have the saving throws unless it's just a d20 plus 2.
It would be... You should have... Wait, I clicked the wrong thing. Let's see... Give me just a sec. Character sheet. Did they not have just like regular? It would still be the +4.
Okay.
Because you should still... Actually, no, not +4, it's +2. It's not proficiency in checks, but don't worry.
Okay, so it'll be 8 and 5.
So, seeing as, you know, your intervention was already expected, the 10 passes.
Okay.
Give me just a sec. So, when you do, at first, you're just kind of standing in a void. This is all entirely new territory for you, by the way. You've never
Okay.
had to try and poke through somebody's mind without them being dreaming. So you don't know exactly what you're doing right now. After a few moments of standing there, though, several kind of light islands show up sprinkled around the area. To your rough guesstimate, these are probably memories. Now,
I will try to find the island that Murmur was telling me about the blue changeling.
okay, go ahead and roll an investigation. And roll it at an advantage as well.
Okay.
Okay, and hold on, I am getting correspondence. I'm going to go ahead and start up something for music because I'd rather not just have dead air. We'll do this one. So, your investigation leads you through what seems a loose chronological of Murmur's life. Very loose. You can't really tell, only by the fact that Murmur seems to be older in some of the still images that you catch. Most of it is unfocused, though, because of the fact that you're not peering into the specific memories. You do see bits and pieces of indistinct changelings. So far, not the one you're looking for. go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Okay. This is going to have to be a d20 at -1.
Yeah.
There. Oh, sorry. Alright. Roll. D20. Nope.
Okay. You said minus
There we
1.
go. There we go. 12.
We'll go with a 16.
Okay.
You don't have to put the plus, by the way. You just put -1.
Oh.
Give me just a second. I am doing some things. So... You do... Hold on, I'm reading something. Okay, so as you are making your way through, it is starting to get a bit labor intensive for you. This is the most work you've done in anything like this before, because, you know, normally you're just a dream walker, not a psychic.
Right.
Psionic abilities are not really in your repertoire. Okay. You do come across 2 memories that seem to have the same changeling matching the description. They seem very close together, almost as if they're the same memory, but it's hard to tell which one is the one that would be what you are looking for. And
Okay.
it seems the more you approach, the more they try to merge together in front of you, giving you 2 of the same thing, both in view.
Alright. I pressed forward.
Okay. So, when you do finally step through, you step into a landscape. It seems to be a large cave of some sort with ever-changing passageways. You watch it as 3 separate passageways close and another one opens in different areas of it. It's not like anything you've ever really seen before. But at this point, both changelings that you saw are standing in front of you. And they both tilt their heads in opposite directions, and one of them starts, "How can we," and the other one finishes, "help you?"
Well, I'm looking for answers.
Hold on just a second, I forgot to set this up to loop. So, the pair continuing to speak in a much the same way, just kind of think Alice in Wonderland's Tweedledee and Tweedledum, where they finish each other's sentences and stuff like that, but what did you say, by the way?
That I was looking for answers, and perhaps they could help me.
And they ask, "And what answers do you seek?"
Well, me and my friends are in a bit of a bind, and I was told that you would have the answers for me. I point to the blue changeling.
Point to the what?
The blue changeling?
They're both blue. They look identical.
Okay. I just asked him that. I was told that you might have the answers that I seek.
They tell you that they can't really give answers if they don't have a question.
How can I make Murmur cry?
They both simultaneously say that is easy. And one of them says lullaby, the other says poem. And they then look at each other before switching and saying the same thing, but the opposite ones, before looking at you and saying simultaneously, you choose.
Does she have a favorite?
They both smile and say at the same time that regardless of what you see, they're nothing but memory. It almost seems as if they are aware of the state at which they are in, despite being memories of hers.
How do you know her?
They promptly shake their head, saying that they can't reveal too much. And you do note that it seems like a third voice joins in the chorus that sounds vaguely like Murmur's. Almost as if Murmur's subconscious is saying no.
Too deep, I guess. Well, I speak out as if Murmur can hear me. Is saying, I'm only trying to help you. I turn to the two changelings and say, memories or not, you're very helpful.
They shrug and say, which will it be? Lullaby or poem?
Probably lullaby. Because I don't really know many poems, but I do know a few lullabies from my full days.
They shake their head and say, no, we give you the lullaby.
Oh.
Did you really think that any random lullaby would do something?
That's...
Again, multi-talking.
I kind of make circles in the ground with my hoof and be like, maybe, but can you teach me?
They both roll their eyes simultaneously before saying, that's exactly what we were planning to do. Pick one.
I stand firm with lullaby.
They nod, and they don't so much as sing it to you as basically just stuff it into your brain. We don't have actual words or anything like that, so you will just do a performance roll to make Murmur cry, but it will have to wait till you get out of her mind, which is going to be more difficult now because it's not a dream. First things first, you need to get out of the memory, which is just a simple intelligence check.
Okay. It's... Right. Boom.
Okay. So, with a little bit of effort, you are able to break free of the memory. And once again, you're in the blank, empty space of... It is also still black, Though anything that you do see, you can see with a clarity as if it was well lit. Go ahead, roll a quick perception.
Okay.
In the distance, you do see something that appears to be almost like the light at the end of a tunnel, but not far from it. Appears to be just like an entire section of the area that is blocked off by a rolling cloud of black shadows. What do?
I look at the cloud of black shadows and having a feeling that it knows it can hear me. I let it know that I'm coming for it, but on a different day.
Almost as soon as you say it, you hear the voice of the entity directly in your ear. Give me just a sec.
Oh, I look forward to it, Interrupter.
As do I.
Hold on just a sec. There we go.
Now you've got what you came for. Get out.
Very well. I fly, and before I leave, I make sure I look back and say your days are numbered, and I fly out.
Arrogance.
This last word is said with much malice and is faded out as you make your way through the tunnel and find yourself in the waking world. Hold on just a sec. I am going to send you the lyrics that I was sent. Ooh. There you are. Before I send that, let me see what that is. I want it to let me. Okay. There are the lyrics that I was sent. I am going to be nice. You do not have to sing.
Okay, good, because I'm a terrible singer.
You're too nice.
What, do you want to sing them, Sawtooth?
No, I just want to see it. It'd be funny.
I mean, that sounded to me like you were volunteering.
No.
Anyways. Go ahead, back to... So, you are now back in the waking world, out of Murmur's mind. And if it is a, it's a bit disorienting. You feel a lot more exhausted than you normally do after dream walking. But you do now have the ingredients that you need to make changeling tears.
How tired am I? Like, am I physically exhausted, or...
You're at... Let's see, hold on. Let me open your character sheet, and I will answer that question for you. Where is the box? There is a box.
But what's inside the box?
Where's the exhaustion box? I know it's in here somewhere.
It's below the hit dice and death saves.
Death saves. Yours not in here?
Oh, that's where mine is, at least. And it's above the attacks and spellcasting.
Let's see.
Oh, I was muted. Yeah, mine doesn't have it in that section either. So it'd just be a different sheet.
Y'all can't be exhausted.
I am in your character sheet. Quit clicking buttons.
Oh, sorry.
Tree. Sure. I'm gonna turn that on.
Oh yeah, there's a setting, show exhaustion tracking. If you like how
Yep.
those core bio spells, yeah.
Okay. There you go. You have disadvantage on ability checks, speed half, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Is Murmur awake yet?
I would note that something like this, you don't necessarily need them awake.
So, we're still in the same room, and I see that that Hayes is awake now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? Why didn't you get them to cry?
I haven't. I learned how to make him cry. I want to sing him a lullaby, and that should make them cry.
You need to roll a performance check, which I will note you are now at disadvantage for because of the, trying to do things so far out of your purview that
Yep.
do so without guidance, without ever having done it before, and yeah, you just kind of like all kinds of fucked. Okay, I'm going to go with it's not that difficult to do, so you pass. Let's see. Murmur, I am going to allow you the option of a disadvantaged wisdom save if you want to try to resist the tears, otherwise you can just cry. The choice is up to you. What do?
Murmur is just naturally hard to cry, so I just feel like I would have to roll that.
Like I said, disadvantage because you are not consciously able to prevent it.
Wisdom at disadvantage, right?
Yep. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, you fail. You fail hard.
I feel hard enough that I wake up crying. Like, what the fuck?
I will say that for Hayes, it's probably not a great idea to just repeat that in front of them right now, because you do not know why it's making them cry. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that we have the ingredients, I want to take a nap.
So Hayes practically falls out of the room.
What was the poem? What was the lullaby?
Give me just a sec. Since you were in the room and you were the one that collected them, you do actually get to see the lyrics.
I assume I borrowed a vial from Murmur before to collect
That will be the assumption, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you have lyrics. What do?
Oh, wow. I can see why that would make them cry.
I will note lyrics were written by Cameo, so they are probably deeper character meaning for Murmur.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you that didn't already think that much into it. So, anyways, if you have nothing else to say or do about it, then feel free to just long rest through the night.
Okay.
I will note that for this instance, I do not remember the exact rules on it, but I'm gonna let you just remove all 3 levels of exhaustion from your character. Hayes,
Okay.
I believe though that it is 1 level per rest, long or short, regardless, for future reference.
Okay.
There is one thing I want Murmur to do before going back to sleep.
Okay.
Murmur does origami on the blanket, actually, and makes it into a bee, specifically a queen bee, and hugs it before just like flopping down back on the bed.
Okay. So,
You left well. I say to them after they flop back over.
Yeah, rest well.
And then I head to my own bed.
okay.
After plugging the vial and setting it safe.
So, it is now morning time. You guys have gotten good rest. You know, nothing happened during the night. Are you going to go ahead and complete the potion?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to.
So,
When I come out to the bedroom, by the way, you guys see me with a giant origami blanket bee.
for Cameo, see, I'm going to say we'll just do an intelligence saving throw to not saving throw, an intelligence check to with your proficiency to do the incantation. We'll say that you do have enough ingredients that if things go awry, you can attempt again with up to 3 attempts.
Alright, let's see if this works.
And the 3 attempts is more along the lines of you run out of the other ingredients than the claws. By the way, you have a total of, I believe, griffins ended up having 4 bird claws on the front, and so like total of 8 of the claws you need.
What? Wait, what? Griffins have 4 bird... I thought they had the 2 front bird claws and then, like, the lion paws in the back.
I'm counting
Like
individual
separate
toes.
claws.
You mean the talons?
Yes.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
So. Let's see.
You get a roll again.
So, as you are chanting the incantation, the mixture that you have in front of you starts to bubble and froth before promptly exploding everywhere. You're doused with a less than pleasant amount of hissing acid, but it isn't too bad. Given your carapace, you are able to survive fairly unscathed. You do take a point of damage, though. Singular point of damage.
All right.
Attempt number 2.
Attempt number 2.
Oh boy.
Okay, so this time, when you finish the incantation, you're pretty sure you did it flawlessly. But as you watch, the potion bubbles and froths again. This time, however, it changes from like a milky gray color to a kind of deep purpley black kind of color. As far as you can tell, it's complete.
So those were like multi-hour things, right? Like, remember spent several
It's-
hours doing this?
If I remember correctly, it's a total of 8 hours since she had to do it twice.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's 4 hours each.
Gosh.
Nameless. While she's making the potion, I'll be communing with Luna.
Okay, so you can add 8 hours of prayer to your counter.
Okay.
I kind of want to like search around the academy, and I'm basically trying to find the proper materials, like proper spell paper and ink and all that, to basically practice some of the spells that I've come across so far and try to learn them.
So you're trying to...
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Are you trying to
Basically-
scribe spells?
Pretty much, I'm trying to take the ones that I got from.
So, I'm going to implement a bit of a rule that if you manage to lift all of the materials you need, you do not need the gold to pay for it. Which you are currently in a rather poorly kept one, but it is still technically a magical academy. So, you will be able to, I will say, within the 8 hours, scribe one spell. Because I'm going to stipulate on how many spells you can scribe through this method rather than the usual rules. If you use the gold, the usual rules apply.
I would like to scrounge around spell components and such that might be useful to me.
That's correct, you do have spells. So go ahead and roll investigation, and then I need to know any particular spell components you might be looking for. Because,
Give me a second.
giving you something for a spell that you won't even be able to cast to begin with.
Oof.
Man, Dice Maiden has been cruel to my rolls.
Have they? Last I checked, that's roll 20.
Whatever. Roll 20 has been unkind to my rolls.
Someone's being cruel.
Yeah, considering you rolled a 3.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter what I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, because that fails. You didn't find anything of use. You did find spell components, but you don't know to what spell. Because it is not a spell that you are aware of. And you are not a wizard, so you did not do any studying to figure out if it was something you might need in the future.
Correct.
So,
I might emulate spellcasting of wizards, but I am not a wizard.
Wizard, you are not.
so anybody else
What
have anything that they want to do? Icicle,
What
you
was
haven't
that?
said much.
Yeah, Icicle just slept. He's just wanting the others to do everything that's needed.
Okay.
There's another thing that I need to do. That will take 2 hours. That's it.
Okay. What is that?
I'm going to meditate with each of my weapons
Okay.
to attune to them.
Okay. So, Toot, you were saying you wanted to do something?
I was asking what Fair was looking for a spell for.
Just to find stuff, I can learn spells.
Okay. But yeah, I do want to go up to Murmur once they're done. Once they finish putting the spell together. Did it work?
Maybe. I mean, it's now a nice ass shade of purple.
Well, you
I
work
like
with
that
potions
description.
and stuff. Like, is it supposed to do that? You know about potions, right?
Well, I do, but there's two issues. One, I have no idea how to check the quality of holy water. Two, it literally doesn't say what color the potion's supposed to end up as.
So we don't know until we try it. And
Pretty much.
if it doesn't work, it might just kill us all.
No.
Oh, so the dangerous part's already behind us.
It's more of like it's in the bottle. If it's done right, it will only affect the whatever the fuck the mushy stuff is. The issue is, explosions when it comes to potions can be delayed. And, this thing could hurt the others. We're not so bad because we're not smushy stuff, but they, on the other hand...
Excuse me. Out of character.
uh,
I literally have dragon scales on my back.
Yeah, but
on your back!
you do not have a carapace. Even transformed, they do still keep the benefits of a carapace.
What about Icicle? They're sort of.
I'm not sure if the ice would exactly be more structurally safe or not.
It would be painful to a Kelpie because the Kelpie isn't exactly conducive to like foreign liquids. One of the things that I do with Kelpies is that, you know, he can't go in seawater. It's basically poison to him.
Oh.
I'm a freshwater fish. Wait, no.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
You're
not quite
along the
right
same
either.
lines.
He's just fresh water.
Ballistic, I also like how you went from the party member getting struck by lightning the most to the most conductive party member.
Wait, it's real. Oh, for crying out!
Actually, last time we discussed this, we just determined that Kelpies would be the least possible conductive. they could be.
Right, okay.
Wait, how?
Because pure water, literally completely pure, is not conductive. It is the materials within the water that is conductive.
For reference,
So
the way that I use Kelpies in settings, the Lost Memory settings, you literally use them as water filters because they're capable of making water 100% pure.
That's pretty cool.
Basically,
The concept is neat, but
Wait, so Nameless. So in Lost Memories, basically, Kelpies just drink the water and then they urinate it, and
if
then
that's
No.
the way you want to look
No.
at it.
No.
Essentially, the
So what happens?
The process is essentially that they absorb any toxins or anything like that and like neutralize them in the water.
and then pee it out.
Yeah.
No, there's no
Why
urination.
is it Kelpies have kidneys? I don't know how that works.
It's kind of like
Kelpies
the same
are
idea.
kidneys.
It's kind of like osmosis almost, but
Okay.
they suck in
It
all of the
like a reverse osmosis almost.
yeah, pretty much.
Huh.
But they are capable of neutralizing anything in water. Water specifically, it has to have been like started. Like if you pour something into water, they can clean it. But if you pour a bit of water into something, they can't clean the something. If that makes sense. So like you
Basically,
can't give
don't
him
pour acid in me.
All about dilution.
he can't give you a cup of water from a bucket of mud. if that makes sense. It needs to be
But he
almost
can give you a bucket of mud from a cup of water.
true. You're not
This is
wrong.
getting off topic.
This is like a half glass full situation, I guess.
Anyways,
Okay, so Murmur, what you're saying is, where we'd be the safest? Like, should the rest of the party stay back while we try to neutralize the tears, the blob?
so I will note for you, Murmur, that you don't know if it outright kills the blob or if it just makes it not be where it is. You know, kind of a repellent.
Yeah, so I look at the potion, look at Sawtooth, back at the potion, stare at the generalized party, back at the potion for a second.
We gonna do this?
Yeah, just we need an actual plan, though.
I've
You
got
guys
axe.
know what the plan is?
So
I
will
just stare
say
at Icicle.
for your, because you are an alchemist, I am going to give you a bit more information that is basically based off of hypotheses off of what you know about this potion. So if it is just a repellent, you will still have to fight whatever comes off of Gaster because it's going to come off pissed off. Slimes, oozes, things like that do react. They're basically giant amoeba, and they don't react kindly to being slapped, essentially. And that's, you're basically holding the equivalent of a slime slapped in a bottle. If it is just a repellent. If it is a poison, it could weaken them, it could kill them outright, but you don't know. You also don't know if this is what you think it is slime-wise, how powerful it is, because some are... No two slimes are made equally.
Yeah.
That's the same type of slime.
So the thing is, I don't know if this is an outright poison, an outright repellent, or how strong it truly is.
Wait, the spell page didn't say?
Nope. It just says anti-smooth potion. And that's kind of the issue, because an anti-anything potion can be, well, anything. And
Well, good thing it's
If
an
it's a-
anti-smooth potion and not anti.
oh yeah, true. The
But-
thing is,
Mhm.
if it's a repellent, we're basically going to be giving it a magical slap. It's going to get off of your friend, and then want to fight us. If it's
Oh,
a poison,
good.
it has the possibility of killing it, but there's no guarantee on that. It'll definitely get weaker, but how weak, it's kind of impossible to say.
So, worst case scenario, we'll have to... All we'll do is just piss it off, and we'll have to go against the thing that defeated Gaster. I don't know how much you know about Gaster, but, like, he's a pretty powerful caster. Like, if the smooth, or whatever it is, if it could best him, then I don't know what chance we stand against it.
Yeah, but there are a lot more factors that we don't know. For instance, Gaster could have been exhausted when it got the jump on him. And with that, it doesn't matter how powerful of a caster he is. His exhaustion could have easily gotten the best of him.
Lots
Sound
of
like a caster
variables.
That's true.
But that's the issue. We don't know how powerful it is.
Well, what other choice do we have? I guess we have to try it.
He does
Pretty
have
much.
a point. You just kind of got to see what happens at this point. Be ready for violence.
No risk, no reward, I guess.
I am going to, before we go to, potentially wake the smooths, do you guys want to put a pin in it, or do you want to continue?
I honestly kind of want to put a pin on it.
Got one per
Damn,
pin.
y'all.
I
Two
also
for
have to
pin.
get to bed early tonight since I have standardized testing.
3.
Oh, heck.
Oh
Good luck with
no!
that.
So I just need one more for pin, and we'll pin it.
I still gotta make myself dinner, so
There we go.
I will.
Okay, so for those of you that may or may not still be watching, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our streams and uploads. No word on when exactly the next upload will be, but we should be back next weekend, same time, same place, for the next installment of Heart of Darkness. Big thank you to Ravon and Cade, who both of which gave, I think Ravon was a total of $35 and Cade gave $10. Cade said, "I love you guys so much. Keep up the good work." Thank you for the super chats. If you want to show any further support, there's our Discord and the link where you can chat with the players and I and other members of the community. If you want to show further monetary support, there's the Patreon. Patreon's links also in the description. For as little as $1 a month, you can help support me in what I do. Starting at I believe the $1 tier actually does get access to the post-game discussion. I need to double check that. But there's post-game discussion, end of the month discussion, a bunch of other things. We do get some tiers that get pretty pricey, but they have some interesting rewards, so feel free to check that out. Other than that, I think that's all we have for the night. For those of you that are still watching, I hope you have a great evening and drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.